Welcome to the Getting Started video for CMT 250. I'm just going to take you on a little tour of the workspace. This is our home page called Course Content, and if you collapse the menu to the left, if you don't have that much screen space, you can still see the icons. Click Home and it will take you there. Okay. Until you get used to the icons, maybe keep this expanded. Important thing for you to start with is to read the class syllabus. It is a legal contract between me and you for how this class will be conducted. You need to go through the syllabus, read every single thing. If you have any questions about any of it, email me or contact me immediately so we can resolve that at the very beginning of the class. Okay? I will be sending you an email asking you to respond to the email once you've read the syllabus, indicating that you've read it and you agree to it. It is required that you send me that email indicating that you have read the syllabus. Okay. Speaking of email, Blackboard has a built-in mail system. This is the preferred way for you to contact me. It groups all my email for this class in one place, and there's no junk mail for me to go through, so I won't accidentally delete your mail without reading it. And it works pretty standard. Create message. You do need to browse for recipients, and it'll give you a list of everybody in the class, and you can just select who you want to send it to. Then click Save. Type a subject, message, type send. Okay, pretty standard email. And like I said, that's the first way you should always try and get a hold of me. Okay. If you need to get a hold of me and I'm not answering the email right away, I do have other methods of contact on the home page of the website. Skype is probably the best way to get a hold of me immediately. I'm pretty much always on the computer, and Skype's pretty much always on unless I'm in the middle of something where I can't be interrupted. Okay. You can also check out the roster for the class, and you can see all the other people in the class. At this point, there's nobody in the class because I recorded this video before the semester started. But all the students who are in the class with you will be listed here. Okay. The main place you're going to spend your time in the class, however, is learning modules. This is how the materials you need to learn are organized. When you come into the class, you'll see all these modules. Okay. Basically, you do them in order. So when you're ready to start the learning materials for this class, you click on Unit 1 and wait a minute for it to open. You'll have a table of, okay, mine's disappeared. There it is, my table of contents to the left. All the different files and things you need to do in this module in order, so you should do them starting from the top down. The first one will appear over here already, and that will be the instructions for the unit. And see if I can move my window so you can see it. Okay, and basically the instructions for the first module, purpose of the module, the activities you need to do, which will reflect all the items in your table of contents to the left. Okay, the points available in the module, what the points are for and how they're graded, and the due dates. Okay, pretty straightforward. This first page just tells you what's going to be coming up in the module. The module will include reading from the textbook. Basically, every module includes a chapter or more of reading. And before you do the reading, you should check out the unit preview, because I talk about what's going to be in the reading, so when you're actually reading, you'll know what's coming. It'll really help you be able to understand the reading if you do the preview first. Once you've read the chapter, I have videos. Some of them are in a different format than the one you're watching now. Eventually I will redo them with the new format as well. And if you're having trouble watching the video, for example, I actually load this in a browser where it's not going to work. So you can actually click and it will open, hopefully, the videos in a separate window. And you can watch them there. And basically, for every item in the reading preview, there's going to be a video. And you watch the videos, and I will basically go through what the books is talking about. Okay, me talking while a video of me talking doesn't work too well. But the video will basically go through and I'll show you exactly what the reading was talking about. For example, in this case, the motion tween models. So you'll read about it and then you'll see me work with it. Okay, and that's going to be for every main topic in the chapter. So you can have a video for every single thing. You can watch as many times as you want on what you're going to need to know from this unit. Okay. There will be a discussion that you will have with your classmates on every chapter. The way the discussions will work is I will post a discussion topic for each of these different topics, and basically each one of you will take one and initiate a discussion about what was in the book on this topic. And I don't want you just to like quote and copy and paste what's in the book into the discussion. I want you to apply it to your Flash animations, how you think it can be used, how you've used it in the past, problems you're having with it, cool ways you think it can be used. Okay, so this is all about talking with each other about how these different topics work in the real world, not just regurgitating what's in the textbook. Okay, and the first discussion, I'm going to really dive in and give you guidance on exactly what I'm looking for. I'm going to take one of these topics and show you what an initial post should be like. So the first one we're going to really work together so you know what I'm expecting. Okay, and then you'll have a assignment, and my internet's a little slow today. It's not loading all that well. Okay, there it goes. You'll have the instruction page for the assignment, and I just noticed the points are wrong. I'll fix that. It'll tell you exactly what you need to do. It'll give you additional instructions, and usually, since we're doing interactive elements designed for the web, I'm going to try and give you links that'll show you examples of the kind of thing that you could do for this assignment. In this case, it's the slideshow, so I've got 5 really cool different kind of interactive image slideshow menu banner type things that would all be good for this assignment. Okay, then there will also be a quiz, and you will take the quiz in class, and I've already taken it, so it's not available. So I'll go to a different module with one that's available so you can see how you take a quiz. Okay, I actually didn't do too well, I guess. I missed it and with my little student there. And then the last link is how you submit an assignment. Okay, so we're working with Flash files, so if you want to type anything in here like a message or comments, you can add those, but really this add attachments is how you're going to give me your file. The window that pops up takes a minute. Oh, my computer is really slow today. Click my computer, pick the FLA, and if for the for example the video assignment, there's some other files you need to attach. You want to attach all the files that you need for this class, and I actually picked one that's really big, so it's probably not a good idea. So we'll sit here for half an hour. So for this one, I'll just attach that one. And we'll wait a minute for it to, wow. Okay, my internet must not be working really good right now. I'll pick the smallest file in the section. There it goes. Okay, and when it's done, there it goes. That'll disappear, and it'll show you've attached the file. Okay? Make sure you read the instructions for what files need to be submitted. Okay? Then when you're ready to submit, click Submit, and it will tell you you've submitted the assignment. And that's pretty much it for the unit. So I'm going to real quick go look at a different unit. Maybe not real quick. We'll look at one. Let's see if the quiz is available on this one. Oh, currently not available. Well, we'll go over in class. I'll actually make a separate video for how you take a quiz, because I'm not sure it's a good idea for me to actually show you one of the quizzes you're actually going to be taking anyway. All right, the last thing I want to cover in this video is My Grades. This is where you'll look and see what grades you're getting on the different assignments. Okay, it'll list the assignments here, and it will list your grades over here. This is actually my demo student. It's not a real student. It's how I can come in and look at the class as if I was a student. So I haven't turned anything in, so I will not be getting any grades. But they would be listed here. Make sure you contact me if you feel the grade is incorrect. You turned something in and I gave you a 0, whatever. Make sure you get in contact with me right away so we can get that fixed. Finally, I actually said that was the last thing, but I'm going to add one more. The calendar. I don't know about you, but I can get kind of overwhelmed with things that are coming up. All my assignments, all the learning modules, everything, I've told it to add it to the calendar. So if you come to the calendar, you'll be able to see the quizzes, the projects. There aren't any discussions that are due in this one, the one that's being shown, but all that kind of different thing will appear in the calendar. So this is one place for you to come and see what you've got coming up. And I also try and put in the along the way due dates, because when you're designing a big project, there's different steps you go through, 4 or 5 design steps, and I actually have you turn those in as separate assignments, so those will appear as separate dates in here. So you'll need the outline due on this date, you'll need the storyboards due on that date, and those will all be listed here so you can see when everything needs to be turned in just by looking at one place. So that's my introductory video. Any questions, just feel free to get on Skype and track me down, and we'll go through this together and help you figure out anything you didn't understand. Thanks for watching, and welcome to the class.